Hey everybody, this is Al Johnson from the Al Johnson Show. And I thought I'd come up here and give some thoughts on a forthcoming or horror movie that's on the way. Now, for those that may or may not know this, if you don't know about the character Chucky, Chucky, the Child's Play movies, yeah, I'm a fan of the character and most of the movies. Most of them. I love the first one, really like the second one, and on the third one, love Bride of Chucky, just blah on Seed of Chucky, really liked Curse, mixed on Cult, and then really liked the 2009 remake. And that, oh yeah, and I only saw like a little bit of the TV show that was on USA, and I believe, and also Sci-Fi, I believe. Yeah. I saw a little bit of it. I didn't see like the whole show, but yeah, I'm a fan of most of the of the of the stuff in the franchise, but I'm a fan of the character. Something about the way Brad Dourif voices the character and just the laugh, the Chucky laugh. You guys have heard the laugh that and and all that, and like some of the most quotable lines in the franchise history. Uh, um, Ade Dewey Dembala, give me the power, I beg of you. And how's it hanging, Phil? And uh, so you wasn't gonna ask me to marry you? What are you, nuts? you know, and what's it? Oh, another. I'm trying to remember. And from the 2009 remake. This is for two. This is for Tupac. Hilarious and quotable, and just also menacing as is the character. Um, if you take away the 2009 remake where Mark Hamill voiced the character, and you just want to talk about just the stuff where Brad Dourif was voicing Chucky, you guys may or may not know this, but a new movie is coming soon, like very soon. And the creator of the franchise, Don Mancini, I think he did like a recent Comic Con. What's it called? It's called Still City Comic Con, whatever that's called. He did a panel at that convention, I think, like 2 weeks ago, in which he revealed that he is writing and directing a brand new movie. Now, depending on how you feel about Don Mancini and his handling of the franchise and the character, that will vary depending on who you talk to. For me, I think it's a good thing because, well, I think it's both a good thing and a bad thing. I say a good thing because of how much ties he has to the franchise and how much ties he has to the Chucky character, considering he was the one that came up with the Chucky character and the lore and the mythology and everything surrounding him. So that is somewhat good that he's gonna have a chance to write and direct a new movie. But I say it's also bad because, I mean, yeah, see the Chucky, man, and most of what he handled with the TV show from like the videos I've seen of people who reviewed the show know that he kind of tends to go too far into comedy and camp, which not to say you can't have in horror, but just sometimes when it comes to like a character like Chucky, it's not to say you can't have humor in it, but it's just tend to skew more serious and more threatening and scary than um funny and super campy, which is what Seed of Chucky, some of Cult of Chucky, and from what I've heard, some of the TV shows starting with like most of season 2 onward. And then and also I say it's bad because it would have been nice if you wanted to write the script, that's fine, but have somebody else be in the director's chair so they can have their own visual style for the movie. But nevertheless, Don Mancini, he's writing and directing it. And he said something to the effect of how it will be a franchise reset that will be in the vein of Curse of Chucky. And for those that have not seen Curse of Chucky, know this: it was released straight to home video. It came out in, I believe, 2013. I think it was 2013. It had been 9 years since a Chucky movie was ever shown to the public because see, Chucky wet the bed in theaters, and it was done in one location, and it was Chucky back to being scary Chucky, like back to like Child's Play 1 and 2 scary Chucky. And Don Mancini, he's promising that that's the tone we're gonna get for this new movie. Now, of course, he hopes it will be in theaters, but that's out of his hands if it plays in theaters or not. He hopes it plays in theaters, and I do too. So as far as the reason why I'm making this video is because I want to talk about the things I want to see in this new Chucky movie. And it's not like a big old laundry list of things. It's like a handful of things I want to see. The first thing I want to see, most importantly, is I want to see Chucky go back to being, I would say, Child's Play 1 Chucky. Now, if you want to, he said Curse of Chucky. Now, if he wants to have Chucky go in that manner, like Curse of Chucky, okay. Now, I would much prefer if Mancini went back to Child's Play 1, maybe Child's Play 2 Chucky, because that was Chucky at his best, where, of course, he was menacing, he was threatening, he was freaking scary, and if he wanted to, he'll pop a joke every once in a while. So that's the one thing. Another thing I want to see in this new Chucky movie is I also want to see the creative kills that's gonna have. If you know the Chucky movies, they have some phenomenal kills. I mean, straight phenomenal. I mean, who could forget when the babysitter uh, flew out of the window in the first one, or uh, the toy factory kill in part 2 with the doll eyes, or even Child's Play 2 with I'm trying to think. Oh, with um the newlywed bed water bed death scene with the glass coming from the ceiling mirror, or even because of Chucky, where there was this Russian roulette type thing where some food was dosed with rat poison, and you're wondering like okay, who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? And every turn you thought, oh, it's this person. No, it's this person. Oh, it's this person. And Cult of Chucky, where it was like there was like a ER room or whatnot, and once again the glass from the ceiling came, and it was straight like cutting up the body that was strapped down to a gurney. Like, I want to see some new creativity with the kills, because Chucky, he's been out of the game as far as movies. He's been out of the movie game for a long time. We need to see some creativity. I'm not talking Final Destination, but like a nice, like a even if it's a play on what he did before, but still it's like switch it up a little bit. Another thing I want to see, great characters. That's like a given in any movie, especially horror. I want to see some great characters. Obviously, the focus should be on Chucky and whoever the lead protagonists or protagonists are, but let the focus still be on Chucky and make characters great and compelling. Because I feel like, other than Andy Barkley and his mom and Detective Mike Norris, there hasn't been any great characters. Well, I won't say that. There's also Glenn and Glenda, but that's a different story. There hasn't been any. Oh, and also, what's her name for part 2? Kyle. There haven't been any great characters since the ones I've mentioned. Like, not a lot of great characters in the franchise, except for the ones I've mentioned. Hopefully, you have great characters, and I mean really, really great characters. Another thing I want to see, I want to not necessarily see. I want to hear like a great creepy score, like a very creepy score where throughout the movie the score sneaks up on me. Where it's like I'm not expecting it, and I get chills hearing it, because like the music in the Chucky movies have their own degree of to quote Kendrick Lamar, crazy, scary, spooky, and hilarious. For this one, I wanted to be on the spooky side because I want to be afraid of what's to come when I hear the music, so I know like Chucky's on the run. What's gonna happen? Like I want that for the music. Last but certainly not least, I want a Chucky movie that I'm not saying that will stand the test of time, but I want a Chucky movie where it has a nice runtime and it makes sense, makes cohesive sense. Because even though I love most of the movies in the franchise, they do have their own levels of plot holes or stuff where you go, that makes no sense. How can that make sense? I hope this new Chucky movie has a nice and a great runtime, but also makes sense over overall. Like 80 to 85%. We're like, okay, everything in that movie makes sense. Because again, if it goes off course where I'm like, I don't get this, what's going on? What? It's gonna fall off a cliff. Now, do I want to see this movie in theaters? Of course I want to see the movie in the theaters. I hope this I've always wanted to see a Chucky movie in theaters. Now, unless there's this thing or there's this like special like anniversary thing where, oh, come to the movie theater and see the Chucky movie for its anniversary in the theater, then yeah, I'll might do that. But for like this new Chucky movie, I hope it gets played in theaters. But if it gets dumped on streaming, it's sad. It'll be sucky, but I will understand it. But fingers crossed, it gets played in theaters. Because I think this new Chucky movie deserves not just a chance to be seen on the big screen again, but it deserves an audience that will come out and support it. And come out and support the character after all this time. At least that's what I hope. At least that's what I hope happens. And that's all I'm gonna say right here before I run out of things to say. Let me know down below, guys, if you are excited or intrigued for this new Chucky movie, and what are things that you hope to see in this new movie, or what are things you hope doesn't happen. Thank you all for watching. Let me know down below your thoughts on it, and as always, make sure you do the following. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell whenever new videos are released. Thank you all for watching. I've been Al Johnson, and